Hi there everyone, and today I have one more very beautiful chess game to show you by Liren, the current world chess champion. He is going to be the defending world chess champion against Gukesh, the Indian chess superstar, superstar of chess from India, the Gukesh, who's only 17 years old, I believe. If he wins Liren, if he defeats Liren, he is going to be the youngest world chess champion ever. So anyway, this chess game was played in 2016 and this was a Blitz chess game. So in this game we have the current world champion Liren with White and Mamedyarov, the Azerbaijani chess grandmaster, super chess grandmaster and one of the strongest chess players. Right now he has the black pieces. I think you have to see this chess game as well, and I think this is not a well-known chess game. This is an unknown chess game. So let's see briefly what happened in this pretty exciting attacking game. d4, knight to f6, and we have c4, e6, and we have the queen's Indian, and then bishop to a6, and this is the Nimzowitsch variation of the queen's Indian. And it looks like attacking the c-pawn, so defending with pushing the pawn, and white can also develop the bishop with playing bishop to b2. So bishop to b7, retreating the bishop, maybe this is a theory. Bishop to b4, bishop to d2, and then a5, and both players castled. Bishop to c3 by Liren, d5, and then bishop goes back. So like I said, he can also place his bishop on b2. And we have a4, a3, kicking the bishop back, and then c takes on d5, exchanging the pawns, and b4, rook over, and knight to c3, queen to d7, and rook to c1, placing the rook in the semi-open file. Knight to e4, knight to e5, knight is getting in. Black didn't want to give up the bishop. Knight takes, attacking the queen. Rook takes and then defending the queen. e4, charging at the center and basically sacrificing a pawn. But with playing like this, first kicking the knight back, Liren is actually opening the queen. So queen to g4, a very simple plan, and then he is going to target the king. Black played knight to d7, so developing the final piece, and then queen to g4, and knight in is looking unpleasant, threatening checkmate. How to defend that? So g6, defending like this, and you can't play knight to f5 because the queen is defending there. And this time Liren played rook from f to c1, a very sneaky move. Did you see the threat? Well, Mamedyarov did, of course. He's a super chess grandmaster. He's not a patzer or some unknown park player. He played f5. Let's take it back and let's play a random move. How should white play? What would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? Can you see the sneaky threat? How should white play now? Now Liren is doubling his rooks in the semi-open C file. Okay, so this is the idea. I hope you see bishop to f1, and where is the queen going? This is trapping the queen almost. So one of the safe spots for the queen, but then we can capture the knight. Black can say goodbye to his knight, and this is all over. Okay, it is that simple. So doubling the rooks, f5, and then queen to g5. And Mamedyarov played a very bad move. Not extremely bad, but he is giving tempo to Liren. He played knight to f8. Well, bishop to c7. Sorry. He played knight to f8. I got a little confused there, but okay, it's okay. I'm going to show you what happened in that variation too. So basically Mamedyarov wants to play knight to e6 and kicking the queen back. And then you can see that his knight is doing nothing, and he can't actually easily develop his knight because of this advanced pawn on d4. So basically, with going back with his knight, he wants to remaneuver the knight and knight to e6, forking the queen and also the d pawn. Maybe was his idea. So this is what he did, knight to f8. But again, bishop to e7 should have been considered because it looks annoying. And the engine told me that bishop to e7 was the move. It would be better, but still white has a superior position. So knight to f8, but this gives Liren time to unleash a very strong attack. Rook takes on c7, sacrificing the exchange just like that. And we have knight to e6, forking the rook and the queen. If bishop takes rook, then rook takes bishop. And you can see that this diagonal, this dark square is extremely weak for black, and this is very dangerous. And if forking two pieces, then queen to f6, you can't defend with playing rook to f8 because we take the knight with check. And if knight takes, then d5, and actually there is no defense here. How to defend? I mean, you can't defend with the queen like this because we have check and then checkmate because of this pawn, this passed pawn black can't escape. Okay, so rook takes on c7, but not capturing, knight to e6, forking the rook and the queen. It looks like Liren is in trouble, but Liren played queen to f6. Again, rook to f8 is out of questions because of capturing the knight with check, and this diagonal is looking like the diagonal of death. So we see knight takes on c7, but what happens if bishop takes on c7? Then rook takes, knight takes, and then pushing the pawn. There is no defense. Check, checkmate. So knight takes on c7, but Liren played d5 and Mamedyarov had enough, and he resigned. How to defend now? Threatening checkmate. If rook to e7, bishop to f1, and after black's next move, we have check, check, and basically black is getting forced checkmated. After d5, there is no defense. And if queen to d7, again we have this. So what do you think about this chess game? That exchange sacrifice was also amazing, and this diagonal was super weak, and Liren simply punished his opponent. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.